to ride from Queens to Yankee Stadium and just have a boombox or a phone play.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, it's rude as shit. Obviously, it's horrible.
That's like a common thing. Like, what happens when two people walk on and do that? It's like
Then now you're in a boombox.
I've actually never seen. Yeah, now they
a
probably
boombox
duke it out.
battle.
you've never seen a boombox battle.
I've never seen boombox, but I've only ever had one rude ass person on my train of time. I would love to see them be like, we're playing Rihanna's Golden Classics. No, we're playing drill music, and then just duke it out.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Mislabeled. We are now on 21, I believe. We're trying to really up our game. I know we're just released episode 20. We're trying to get Zach, right? We're trying to get to the level we're doing one actually every single week.
Yeah.
We've tried this many times before. We have failed numerous times on
I was
this.
in charge.
Correct. Yes. I will not. I will not try to defend you here. That is correct.
Self-awareness is key.
Exactly. Self-awareness is key.
100%.
Shmuley, how you doing? I know you just got back.
I'm very, very tired, but I'm doing well. Flight was easy.
You look great. You're glowing.
Thank you. Just got a haircut.
Nice.
Yep.
I was wondering where you were because you literally texted me 3 hours ago. I'm at the airport. And Zach told me, he's like, I think he flew into Newark.
You texted, I landed, and 2 hours later, and then your phone wasn't responding.
Yeah, because it's dead.
I was like, did he get back on the plane?
No, so I'll tell you. By the way, there was a slight thought process because I did a skip lag. There was a slight thought process to just fuck it and go to Boston. just go. Just go.
Oh, do you have anyone in Boston anymore?
No. Just to go for the weekend.
He graduated summa cum laude from Harvard. He would love to see his old classmate.
Yes.
But his brother.
No, my brother was in Boston University oral surgery.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking, but I know he doesn't live
the
there.
famous Boston oral surgery school.
No, so I'll tell you. I at 9:40 I did land, and then it takes I flew into LaGuardia, so it was a 40-minute Uber to here, 10:20, and then I got in here. I napped for 15 minutes, and then I went to a haircut at 11 o'clock.
Are you guys LaGuardia or JFK?
JFK because it's 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not. Okay, I'm talking about the actual airport. Of course.
Happens to be LaGuardia now. It was a shithole.
It was.
Not a shithole anymore.
What happened?
Well, they redid the whole airport.
They redid the whole airport, but I don't think it gets the credit it deserves though.
What, LaGuardia?
For looking as good as it does.
It's not fully done.
It's like a fat guy that loses all his weight and no one's acknowledging the fact that he lost his weight. You lost the weight, you look good, and everyone's just still kind of viewing him as the fat guy that lost weight, but not what he looks like now.
Also, LaGuardia was like a 600-pound fat guy. It was disgusting.
It was, but now it's okay, he doesn't have six-pack abs, but he's he's a 200-pound slender dude.
He got the sleeve.
He got the sleeve.
He dropped solid.
He got the sleeve, but what I'm saying is even though he got the sleeve, you're not the guy that got the sleeve anymore.
Right.
Now you look like it's been there for a good year.
I'm so confused. Are you saying
no? But they're not finished yet.
They're not finished.
I was gonna say I haven't been to LaGuardia. It's been a few months, but my entire life in New York, LaGuardia has been under construction. There's no way it's
not done, but 75% of it is.
All that dumb scaffolding.
Yes. A lot of it is but actually inside the actual. Inside the actual airport, a lot of the stuff is actually done. So there's a nice waterfall area. I know the area that's
Terminal
C, Delta. That's the one that mainly got.
Yes, correct. But you know what's also, first of all, New York, when they start something, it automatically takes 20 years. No. It's the Van Wyck. Van Wyck has been under construction. I promise.
Since the 20s.
No, since I was a kid. Since 5 years.
Bro, I remember. I don't know if you remember. I sent a video probably 2 years ago around the Van Wyck, and Zach might get offended. I'm not sure. I don't know where he stands on this progressively. But we'll see. We'll see. I can see the mustache is perking up. No, but I was in traffic. It was 1 in the afternoon, standstill traffic on the Van Wyck, and I took a video of myself basically blasting. I'm like, de Blasio is over here worrying about whether the fucking pronouns are people are he, she, they, them, whether there's fucking whether his granddaughter is putting plastic in a recycle bin while deciding whether she's transgender or not, instead of getting the fucking Van Wyck to work. Open up a lane. Open up a fucking lane. I don't care whether you recycle and your fucking granddaughter is transgender or not. Open up a lane.
First of all, I agree that they're both important, but the Van Wyck is more important.
Thank you. I was hoping you were going to be on our side.
For New Yorkers, the Van Wyck. Also, I thought de Blasio had that very special quality about him that across the board people dislike him. That is unifying political. Like I've never ever bumped into anyone who likes de Blasio.
Bipartisan.
It's a bipartisan issue. Like de Blasio just sucks ass. Like I don't know.
Bro, do you remember there was one time where he was like eating a hamburger like while he was talking? I think it was the beginning of COVID, and he was like, you remember like every week like they had the new things out like whether you can all the different rules about COVID, and he was eating a hamburger one time on the guy like to show that he's like a part of the people. Like he's eating like a McDonald's burger like while giving the press conference. The guy is a total lunatic.
I'll be honest, I don't remember that.
Total lunatic.
By the way, you were talking about before. Okay, first of all, as those who don't know, my voice is like shot. First of all,
What happened?
Why is your voice shot?
I'm literally going from here afterwards to a straight to a voice doctor. Like
What happened?
Well, it's been falling apart the last 4 or 5 weeks.
I mean, I'd argue it's been falling apart for 7 years,
Okay.
but a lot of it was from smoking back in the day and different things like that. And
I don't think it has to do with smoking.
Wait, did
maybe
you
just
stop
strain
anymore?
when you talk.
No, I think I might have a polyp on my vocal cords or a. I've always. Well, what's so funny?
Just the way polyps.
No, it's a real thing. You have a cyst on your vocal cords.
No,
It's not-
that was the doctor in me. My biology degree just perked up.
I don't know exactly, but the last 4 or 5 months, I am losing my voice once or twice a week. Like Shabbos, my voice is gone by Shabbos morning. And I always never talked from the right place.
You definitely strain when you talk.
Right,
in
so
general.
it became really bad
He's
lately.
gonna teach you how to like speak from your chest.
By the way, I also strain when I talk. We're loud talkers. That's what Jared
But
said.
you don't-
We're
you
loud
guys
talkers.
know.
We're loud talkers.
But you don't lose your voice.
Fuck off.
You don't lose your voice.
But that's true. But I do lose it if I sing too much.
I hear it.
Because
but
I'm not. And after like Shabbosim, where like we'll smoke up a little bit, or if we drink, like after those Shabbosim, I'll lose it for a little bit, like because I'm screaming.
Wait, what's happening Friday
So maybe
nights
that's my
that
problem.
you're losing it by Shabbos Day? Are you just screaming L'Chadodi?
No, I don't know what it is. I just when I'm with a lot of people.
We're very loud.
I'm with a lot of people.
True.
You know, I don't know exactly.
Did you used to smoke and you quit?
Yes, I told you
What-
this 100 times.
Okay, well, what's
I did.
your big tip for people trying to quit smoking?
I honestly don't have a lot of tips other than the idea that I got to a place where I think you need to, aside from wanting to stop smoking, you need to be detested by it. You need to see it like as something that is gross, right?
That's a Jedi mind trick to do because
It
it's
is a
so
little-
cool.
So I'll tell you,
I wish I smoked. It's so cool.
So I had a moment where I was really, really sick from my Crohn's and everything, and I've had this before in my life, but I was really sick, and I was smoking, and I was literally like, "This is disgusting," like, you know, and
I remember that.
yeah, and I'm like, like aside from my voice losing, like falling apart health wise and different problems happening, I was able to like use that like disgusting moment to like just be like, I don't want this anymore. Like I felt I don't know how to explain it.
I might as well smoke because I already am filled with self-disgust, so I might as well have
it happens
a
to be-
habit to get out of.
It happens to me once you knock out this is always my belief. Once you knock out the first month, it becomes significantly easier. And I'm the type of person, once I have a streak going, I use the streak as a pure means to just like keep on going. If that makes any sense.
Right, because you're
like
just
I'll still want it, but it's like, bro, I've done this for 42 days now. Let me make it 43. I've done it for a year. I'm not gonna break it now. Let's make it a year.
What's your longest other streak? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Come on.
Have you ever tried a streak in that regard? Probably like 17 years old in Toro work.
Correct.
We're talking
Whoa,
about.
what a call!
What'd you say?
What a call!
What was the
Yeah,
call?
that was
What
actually
a
right.
call!
I think it was 2.5 months.
When Label was like 16 or 17, he flew to Israel, like when he was in 11th grade, and went to Torah Or. Like,
You did a period in Torah Or? I know Torah
Yeah,
Or.
why is that so crazy? How do you know it?
that's so funny.
I know Torah. By the way, for the people who don't know what we're talking about,
2.5
we're talking about
months?
a streak of doing Tikkun Chatzos at night. That is what we were talking about.
A streak of no Moti Zara Levatala.
Yeah, no.
Dude, there were
2.5 months is a long time for a 17-year-old.
2.5 months is
Bro,
very
I'd have it
impressive.
coming out of my ears.
I think people need to be able to listen to this also.
that
Tell us more.
I hear you.
2.5 months. That's
We're
Yeah.
giving you mad props.
So again,
giving you props.
I
Where
think,
did you put that energy?
I
towards
think
basketball?
no, you couldn't play basketball in Israel. There was nowhere to play basketball,
Oh,
really.
right.
Where did I put that energy towards? I mean,
South
I'm
Patriot.
sure I bothered and pissed off a lot of people.
Imagine 17-year-old Label with that amount of energy, just jacked up.
I'll be honest, I don't think
It's been 68 days. Oh.
I need something to buy and sell.
You see him like in the truck just going after, what nut is this?
Yeah, I would not want to do a business deal with you if you were still on the street.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, listen, I don't know.
That impressive, dude. We had guys.
But it was like, but that was the biggest thing in like at that point in life. So
Right.
it was like there was so much riding. No pun intended. There was so much riding on like self-worth based on that.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
your like avoda. So it was
Yes.
like it's all like you know what I'm saying.
100%.
So it was like I don't know how to explain it.
One would
No.
say that it was the hardest thing to do.
Exactly. So
How long could we do this for?
How much girth will my mitzvah have?
that was a
was a
you just bombed that Zach. Sorry.
You got to keep it in conversation.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, but for sure, when we were in Wits, our 11th grade Rebbe used that's the talk we had. That's the talk. Like, so.
By the way, you were saying before that Shmuly's phone was dead. There are certain types of people in life that pick up the phone right away always, and certain people that are never pick up the phone and they're so frustrating, or the phone is always dead, or it's about to die.
That's it.
Shmuly is that person. Like,
I'll pick up if it's awake.
You're not the worst texter I've ever.
No, I'm
No.
a good texter
He's
back
a
and
texter,
forth. I'm
but
very good
picking up the
texter. Picking
phone.
up phone,
You're not
I'm not good at.
very good.
I am.
You get back. No, I know I'm waiting a few hours.
No, it depends if I'm sleeping or not. That's
You
by
do
the
that
way,
a lot.
I do it a
Yeah,
lot.
Shmuly's
That's really
up.
what it is.
Yeah.
If
Like,
you're up, yeah.
No, but calling Shmuly and him picking up the phone right away without having to wait 30 minutes for him to call you back is impossible.
100%. I will call you back. I will. I'm not ignoring purposefully. It's just the phone's probably dead.
But then there's times that I need to get through to him, like on a rush for whatever reason, right?
Like,
I'm
I'll
saying when
tell
you
you
hang
right
out with
now-
someone all the time.
Right
it's
now, my
like,
phone's at 8%. That's like high.
I love that for you.
no, his phone is perpetually dying. He also keeps on getting the XR since his phone keeps on getting lost.
No, this one's 13. I got a new
you
one.
got a new one?
I got a new one when I lost the last XR.
I wish I had your trust in like life, like you're a Muna, you're bitachon. It's like
Yeah, no, I always know things are gonna work out.
Somewhere,
Like,
somehow,
it's
label will
like-
bail me out.
I would argue, by the way, that when,
By the way, go ahead.
when you keep on getting through life, even what makes someone have faith and confidence is when nothing can break them. Right? When life keeps on coming at them, and they always still manage to stay alive.
Bro, I have no
That
car
is-
now.
That is Shmuly. Huh?
You have no-
I have no car. You know, I got in a
Right.
car crash like a month ago. Totaled my car. It looks like the scene. The car. I was showing a Rummy Frankel the car, and I have a picture of it.
You still never showed me a picture,
Yeah.
by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know the scene? Do you know where the scene of in Ted where he reapplies himself and he like, "Hi, my name's Ted." Like he becomes a retard.
I have no idea.
That's what he
you're talking
does.
about. I don't remember Ted. It's
Whatever.
so long
Whatever.
since I
So
watched it.
he, I didn't get so much flack for that one, but this is what the car looks.
You should know, by the way, that half the time I'm on this pod, I have this running commentary in my head of like, no, Zach.
This is pretty bad.
That was pretty
Yeah, this
bad.
is obvious that it was total. By the way,
Yeah.
I could have told you this pretty quickly. I
Yeah.
thought. Like that wheel is
Wheel looks like something. That wheel looks like
You broke-
that. By the way, that became a Toyota Camry.
yeah. You broke that axle well.
Damn.
By the way, not to knock on you because I have some bad accidents as well. Like
I know.
I-
you had one in the leak in the Midtown
Oh,
Tunnel.
that was a bad one.
Okay, you had
I totaled.
Two or
I
one in the
totaled.
Midtown Tunnel?
No, one. I
One.
totaled 3 cars by the time I was like 21. Like I was that moron teenage driver that was like, I gotta be honest, my father did it. Like I don't know, my father with accidents was like totally chill. It was one thing.
This is my
not one
second
thing, but it was
total.
something that he was like.
He was chill, bud.
It was like most parents, like you got into an accident, and they're like, you know what I'm saying? They get like
riled up.
very quick, riled up, criticized. Like
Understandably.
my father was,
like
yeah,
fight or-
yeah.
They go
My
into fight or
father,
flight.
yeah, my father was very
Go into
like,
fight or flight.
oh, you
That's what they
totaled,
do.
you totaled the car. My insurance is going up $16,000. Like you're gonna be okay. Just keep driving. And I was like, really? Nice. You know?
Yeah, this is my second total in like 7 years. So strong stats.
Strong stats.
strong stats. But now I don't have a car, so talking about how I just like get through things, like yeah, I just Uber to the haircut place. And Uber back.
He's gonna figure it out. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna figure it out. I already put out a WhatsApp status if anyone has any cars available.
It's like the worst time on God's given earth to get a
Uh-huh.
car.
Oh,
you
it's the
kidding
worst.
me?
It's the worst. I'm aware.
I'm about to get a car. I'm very seriously considering it. The one I want. I said this on the pod a few weeks ago, but I like actually quoted it right now,
Right.
like definitively. $1,850 a month.
That's
That's as much as our first
Garbage.
apartment was, ladies.
It's insane.
That's garbage,
That's
dude.
Insane.
as your financial advisor, I tell you not
garbage.
to do that.
Well, as a financial
What car is
advisor,
it?
you also need to know what's in someone's bank account. Just
Hey,
FYI.
hey.
I am dead. That was amazing.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
But Label, he doesn't want to be seen as that type of guy.
I actually.
You just gotta know what I'm dealing with. Yeah, wow, Label, way to flex on two guys who have spent most of 2020 until now unemployed. Good job.
No,
Good job. You really showed us, Labes.
Oh no! Listen to me. I actually did. Honestly, the car that I want is not per se a very loud car. It's not nearly as loud.
Which Lexus is it?
It's not nearly as loud as it could be. That's
Not a
what I'm saying.
Lexus.
Just tell
He's
me.
not,
I
he's,
mean,
not, he's not a 55-year-old
Exactly.
doctor.
He's a New York Jew. They like Lexus.
No.
No, first of all, New York Jews. Lexus,
What's the
Lexus
New
is
York
old.
New York
Jew?
Jew is
Accurate?
Range Rover.
Right, correct.
What?
Yeah.
And it is not a Range Rover. Yes.
What are you talking about?
And if it's not a Range,
That's
yeah.
the it car in
Yeah,
like rich
Tesla-
Teslas and Range Rovers.
If
Oh,
you're
no,
if
the
you're
Tesla,
not
I hear
if you're
you.
not 50 plus.
Right, yeah,
young-
I'm saying,
young
like,
guys
if
with
you're a
money-
32-year-old that might be cheating on your wife, you're driving a Range Rover.
Well, first of all, I love that because I think Range Rovers are fire. They're much more fire than Lexus. They're so cool. I love Range Rovers.
Actually, where are you on
Yeah,
this Lexus train? You're coming all the way from, like, you just
You're
brought, like, Beechwood,
1995.
Ohio, yeah. You just brought Beechwood, Ohio.
Is that a
straight
Beechwood?
here.
Is that very out of
That's an
town?
out-of-town thing. Like, Lexus
Get
is...
out of here. That
Yeah.
was not in New York.
Let me explain something to you. Lexuses is what Stan the man drives.
Exactly. Lexus is
Is
like
what
a
the what?
Cadillac.
Stan the man.
Stan the
drives.
man, my dad.
No,
But
Stan the
but he
man,
drives
Schmolly's dad,
Cadillacs.
is a Cadillac guy. He's a caddy.
Right now, actually, he
And
downgraded
he's a tit
Toyota. No, nothing. No, we've downgraded Toyota RAV4s.
Oh, so sorry.
No, he likes it. He's frugal with his money now because he knows that I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, Shmuley got into another crash. Honey, sell the caddy. Our son's a goddamn idiot. All right, I'll pretend I like Toyotas. Honey, I'm shaving my mustache and selling it to make a shade.
Oh my god.
Hold on a second.
Oh god.
Ranges are so it's not a range. Just to put
What
that
do
on the
you
table.
haven't told me yet. What
I'm
car you want.
not. I'm not saying it yet. You'll find
I
that.
know, but I can tell the brand.
Why
Not
are you
the
playing
actual
hard
car.
to get with this information?
Okay, fine.
It's a BMW.
It's a BMW. Yes.
Which one? I know cars. Which one?
It's the X5.
nice.
I feel like it's a little bit less.
It's not super loud.
It's a little bit less.
It's a little Bukhari of you, but that's okay.
No, but I drive white sedan BMWs. This is not.
This is not a sedan. It's a coupe.
It's an X5.
No, this is you don't know cars.
It's the Jeep.
I don't know cars.
You used to. By the way,
I
you used to have like motor
You know
training.
cars like.
Thank you for validating. I definitely used to.
You definitely used to. By the way, I knew you did, and I wasn't gonna call you out on it. When he
No
said
comment.
X5, you went like this. You're sure.
I just bullshit.
You did the biggest bullshit. That's like at the
No, I'll
interview.
show
That's
you a
like
picture.
when you're interviewing. You're like, oh, so you know how to do Excel?
I'll show you a picture,
sure.
right?
X5. It's green, right? Yeah.
The point is that it's not super.
Is it a coupe? Is it a two-door?
No.
It's an
SUV. Mini, like
Oh.
It's like a mini SUV, but it's not nearly as loud as a Range.
Yeah, no, that's not loud.
it's not as big of a statement
why
car
do
as
you
the
want an
Range.
SUV?
Yes.
By the way,
100%.
I want an
course.
SUV.
No, we've talked about you want a Wrangler,
Zach.
which is the ultimate cool guy.
You
car.
want a
maybe-
you want a Range?
Wrangler.
Oh, Wrangler.
Jeep
Wrangler is
Wrangler.
the hottest thing.
But
on
I
ice.
know, honestly, now that I'm gonna have to get a new car in the next couple months. I want I'm gonna get like a 2008 or 2010, whatever like the insurance is gonna pay out. Like I would like
Get
to
an
get
old
like
Wrangler.
I'd rather get like a 2009 Wrangler than get like a
Dude,
2011
I would love a
Camry.
2009 Wrangler.
Yeah, no, it's whatever, $1,850 a month, and
Would you take it off-roading? Would you like do the stuff? No.
I can't keep it on road. I do it off road on road.
Every highway. Is
By
a
the way,
brush for
maybe
Shmuley.
that's what I was always thinking. I was like, it's a Camry. This is a 4-wheel drive Camry. This goes off road. Nah, fuck.
I feel like you'll win more crashes than a Wrangler. Though. you'll come out on better on the other side
Yeah,
than the
that's
other
true.
guy.
The girl I fendered this time, she came out much better. Rough look.
classic.
Rough look.
Rough.
Rough look. Like, if at least I'm gonna be the
You gotta
aggressor,
win.
like, at least I should win.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But,
that picture is
The
hilarious.
one time I got into a inter-car crash, I fucked up some girls' Range Rover, some from girls, like base alpha girls' Range Rover in Flatbush. It was bad.
Ooh.
And then I like went to go. I was like, oh, let me like go over to go find you and like we'll talk. She drove away.
It's awesome.
It was awesome. I didn't have to
Because
pay.
she didn't know what to do.
She didn't know what to do, but I felt so bad. I like literally like drive around. I was like, "Where did this girl go?" She's like, mommy, mommy.
Why would you drive
I
away?
fucked up her door. I don't know why she would drive away. She
She probably freaked out. She probably
freaked out.
maybe she took the car without her parents knowing.
Or maybe she thought it was her
fault.
Right.
Without
She
even
probably- it was
by the way,
not
you know
her fault.
those happen. Like
She may
someone
not know.
like nails. I've had it where I've been the guy that's gotten hit from behind.
Yeah.
And I thought it's my fault. Like it's
never your-
no, it is never your fault. But like, oh my god, did I just stop in the middle of the highway that I wasn't allowed to stop in? Maybe that's why I got hit. Because when you get hit when you get into a crash, you automatically think like, ah, crap.
Your guilt response.
Yeah,
just comes
correct.
out.
You're just like, ah.
Like some dude could T-bone you and you'd be like, "I'm so sorry."
Well, I never have that feeling, even if I hit someone head dead on the street. I'm always like, it's your fault. It's your fault.
It's like, you have insurance? No? Okay.
Yeah, no. Says a lot about my character trait.
Yeah, it says really good things.
But yeah, I'll be taking the train a lot. Hopefully, I won't see Zach on the train.
Well, you're not going to because we would never
Okay,
take the
because
same
I
train.
would stay away.
You would stay away from me?
Yeah,
why would you stay away from me?
because your profile right now says that you're gonna weirdly rub up on my thigh while I'm on.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Nothing. Just like
Little boy.
the mustache, bro. It's a lot.
The
It's a lot.
mustache.
It's somewhere between like
By the way, the earrings
a
are more
creepy
pronounced.
uncle.
I don't want to bring it up every pod, but the earrings are a little bit more pronounced now with the mustache.
Yeah,
which I
for
think
sure.
is
No,
great.
it's also with the haircut. It's everything.
It's everything. Yeah.
You got a haircut?
He got a haircut.
I got a little bit of stickier, like Schmully haircut. A little bit.
Right, I see that.
I don't
You
have
got a
his
haircut.
luscious locks, but I
He
do
got
my
a
best.
he got a haircut.
Yeah.
He shaved.
You're looking
He
good.
bought glasses from Amazon.
Nah, I've had these glasses. I buy
I
direct.
just say
baby.
something that's really bougie, and every time I say it, people look at me like I'm this privileged person, even though Shmuley's more privileged than me.
100%.
But I haven't taken a subway or a train in probably 12 years, and I will never go on a subway.
Wait, when you lived in Queens, you never took a subway?
What do you mean when I lived in Queens?
You lived
As
in
a
Queens?
kid?
No, I'm talking about like as an adult when you lived in Queens.
No.
you
I had a
never-
car. I have
Dude,
not.
there are places you don't want to drive to.
No,
Like
there's
the
No,
city.
but he will
I will drive anyways.
He'll drive anyways.
To me, that's literally the opposite of privilege. That's annoying to take a car into the city when you could be there in 35 minutes on the train.
So
Why
I'll take.
would you
so
take a
hold on,
car?
let's be clear.
and
For
go
a
look for
second.
parking.
I will take the LIR.
Right, you've taken that.
That I will do. Okay.
That is bougie.
For
of
a
you.
privileged guy, happens. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take the LIR. No, I just have specifics. I'll take the LIR, but it's more about I'm a person that likes to be in control
Right.
in all situations in life.
Oh, that's why you
When I
find
drive-
it feminine to take the train. I don't want to be taken somewhere. I want to be.
When I drive, I am in control. And
No,
I can light a cigarette in my car. I can
he
be on the
knows that the
phone.
train's not gonna break down.
Whatever. There's just
car's not gonna
I'm a
break
person
down,
that
yeah.
I could be on the phone.
By
I
the
could
way,
be
I
loud.
get it.
And that's it. So it takes me an extra 20 minutes. Big
By
one.
the way, I don't know if you've ever been on a subway train in New York, but you're
Still.
allowed to be loud on the subway too. Unfortunately,
The subway is also turned into a hellhole.
Yeah,
in the last
100%.
10 years.
you
Happens
guys
to
are
be-
overrated. I take the train out pretty
First of all, I
often.
used to
It's not
take
that bad.
it before I had a car in Queens all the time. When I was in Lander the first year before I lived with you, and even the first year I lived with you, I did have a car. I already had one.
Whose car was that again?
That was my bubby's.
Right, I remember that.
I totaled that one.
I still remember Warren when he
when I
initially
first
met me.
started
We were going
driving.
to look at an apartment.
What?
Warren had to go from like Main Street to like 73rd. He must have went around the whole Kew Garden Hills to get to a place.
I didn't know where. It's very confusing. One way
Queens is
is
incredibly confusing.
Yeah, no, it's
label
road
was there. Label was
place.
like, where did you go?
No, but I was literally like, bro, it's down the block. Why would you go to Queens College first and then come all the way back? Like, what are you doing? And he's gotten really good at
I
this.
have. I've gotten really good at driving and really good at getting into car crashes. Slowly, I'm turning into label.
Oh, listen.
You know what I like about the train? Without the train, I wouldn't know what songs are popping in the hip hop community because everyone just walks on with their little boom
Oh my god,
boxes.
the boom boxes.
Oh, really?
I don't
Yes.
understand why do they like the boombox over having it in their ears? Like
I think there's a
headphones?
certain geschmack to people.
definitely a
like
culture thing.
It's a culture. Like they want you to know how geschmack they are. Like this song rocks. I have good taste in music.
Hold
And
on.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for it, and I'm like, yo, hey. And
One-
sometimes I'm like, why are you doing
Well,
this?
if it's the music you like, it's A. If it's the music you don't like, it's
I just
why
like
you
seeing
do this.
people having a good time. You know.
Here's my question. People will go on the train. You know when you're on the train and those people come on and like come collect money? People will come on with boom boxes that are just like actually trying to ride the train and just play
I see
loud
it
music.
all the time. all the time.
So
Not
disrespectful.
a
It's
boombox,
like,
like a
100%.
small little, or they'll be playing off their
this
phone
is a
out
free,
loud.
It's a total free for all.
Yeah.
That was system. Everybody
time
is a
out.
total
That was not
free-for-all.
happening when I used to take the subway to the Yankee game when I was 15 years old.
Oh,
People
I don't
were
know.
not just walking with boomboxes.
I blame De Blasio.
By the way, in the past 7 years, it's gotten a lot worse. But like,
It has to have because that's so to ride from Queens to Yankee Stadium and just have a boombox or a phone
all right,
play.
yeah, of course.
Dude, it's rude as shit, obviously. It's horrible.
That's
but-
like a common thing. Like, what happens when two people walk on and do that? It's like
Then now you're in a boombox.
I've
fight.
actually never seen. Yeah, now they
a
probably
boombox
duke it out.
battle.
you've never seen a boombox battle.
I've never seen boombox, but I've only ever had one rude ass person on my train of time. I would love to see them be like, we're playing Rihanna's Golden Classics. No, we're playing drill music, and then just like duke it out. I would
So
love
it
to see
can't be.
that.
So it's again, when I used to take the train, there was always like weird people that would come on. So maybe it's like the same thing.
I think I'm just
Weird
gonna.
people
I think
still
I'm just
weird.
gonna ironically get a boombox and just bring country Taylor Swift.
Taylor
It's gonna be like
That'd be hilarious.
Romeo, sing
Just as loud as you can.
as loud as I can, but purposely on the trains that are like super gentrified, like Canal Street. Just
I
like,
knew you were in trouble when you
walked in.
You guys remember Mayor K had this video that went viral a few years back, and since he did it, a lot of people did it, where he brought on like a DJ onto the train with him. He had a guy pretending there was a valet or whatever, like a rope to get in, and he turned it into like a club, and it went viral, got millions of hits, and he just blasted like EDM, and he was like, people can have a good time on the train. It's a great concept. But like, you gotta think this is New York City. Like, there's for sure some 45-year-old guy in like a fitted New York Yankees hat and Timberland boots going, buddy, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to get to work. I don't want to have a dance party right now. Okay, some girl just danced her way to my bacon, egg, and cheese. It spilled on my lap. Fuck you. I'm late to the yard.
I'm late to the yawn.
Like, he for sure pissed off 3 guys doing that.
Oh god.
Real New Yorkers, like real old school, don't want your fun shit on the train. They don't look at the break dancers.
course.
They're there to get it's
One place to the
hilarious.
next. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like Ron Jeremy.
No, I don't know. You
Yes,
just named a guy with a
do.
mustache.
No,
that
I
has-
didn't. I named a guy
That's so
that's
lazy.
Jewish. That's Jewish. With a,
Can we
Ron
not
Jeremy
go?
Jewish?
Can we not go there?
No, I'm not. It's not
Label's
a far
so
place.
scared we're gonna talk about
No,
porn
no, no.
again.
We're not gonna go very
it's
far.
not-
Slow,
I'm not
slow,
a-
slow.
You're actually
It's
you're the
a-
one doing the editing now. So
It's a
by all
simple
means.
thing. He looks like Ron Jeremy. He says no. It's the guy in the mustache. I say no. You're a Jewish, 5'7", 5'8" guy with a mustache and a slightly large nose. You fit the profile.
Yeah.
We also.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
There you go.
I began a lot of fireman thing, which I think is nice. That's not what I
I
think. I
actually
give. I don't
don't-
think I give off fireman energy.
I
You look
actually
like a
hear
distant
that.
cousin that went.
I think I give off Gauge 70s disco more than I
Yeah.
give off
It's funny,
fireman.
there was
By the way, I was about to. That's what I was. You know the movie Euro Trip?
I actually never saw it.
Oh, okay. So that's what you look like. You look like you just went. You went studied abroad for a couple of years in Europe and came back. My name is Sebastian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looked like I changed my name to Fabio.
Exactly. My name's Fabio.
Oh. Label's so lost.
No, I'm not lost at all. I'm actually thinking if I, I'm
Literally,
actually,
by the way, I'm totally, by the way, not calling you Zach until you shave down. Your name's now Sebastian.
Put me in your phone, baby.
I'm actually thinking. I'm actually thinking if I should say a story that I wasn't sure if I should say or not, revolving someone that I dated previously, and I'm choosing not to say it. I was going through how.
Well,
it
I
would
love that
sound.
you brought that up now to not say it. Like now we're all curious.
No, okay, fine. So I'll tell you.
No, only if you're comfortable.
That was so fast. That was such a fast turnaround. I was like,
That was the most manipulative
it'd be cooler if
thing
you
in the
did.
entire world.
Hey, Label, it'd be cooler if you did. Okay, fine.
No, there was a girl that I used to date. They used to call me a fireman. Because she said I always used to try to put out fires, like help people. She would say, that was very sweet. She's like, oh my god. She's like, whenever a problem comes up, you're like the
And
fireman.
I thought it's
You are a
because
fireman.
I thought it's
You
because you were
are.
in possession of a hose. Hey.
Oh!
That too, maybe that's also why she was saying it. But it happens to me that I feel like that's not necessarily a good thing because it's like I'm trying to save everyone. Like, Label, just take care of yourself. You know when you become that savior person?
There are worse things
Everyone-
to say about someone.
Everyone with trauma becomes that like
of
savior
course,
for a
of
minute.
course. Yeah, for sure. I became that person for a while too.
Yeah,
You don't
no.
want people to feel the pain that you felt.
But I was that person for like 25 years out of
Yeah.
28.
I was for like, I think I made up for like some dickish behavior for like 6 to 8 years of my life, and so like God's like, here's have 6 to 8 years where you feel like shit, so you can let other people like know what you should
I think
feel like.
you have like another 2 years of like community service required. You need to be picking up trash on the side of the highway.
2 more years of therapy service.
Wow.
Oh, Label, that's
Good
sweet.
stuff. No, I just thought the fireman story was hilarious. No, it's not. Whatever. It's just funny when she's like, Label, you're a fireman. I'm like, hey, that sounds weird. Like, don't call me a fireman.
You need to embrace your fireman sexuality. Like, that's who you are.
I don't know. It was just very funny when she said that. Whatever. Anyways.
I'm just imagining now, like, there was actually a fire happening in a building and Zach came out, like, all these... I just imagine him, I imagine him coming out of the food box going, oomph, 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 everybody.
Hey, that fire looks really hot. You know what's hotter? These moves! And meanwhile, someone's like, my child is dying.
You throw me as a cat! Throw me as a cat!
I am so dead. I am so dead.
Whoa, I didn't know he was chill like that. He's just sitting there, the house is burning to the ground. I'm like, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I look like every year. I look like every European tourist in like those jeans shorts that they wear, and like loafers.
You have like one of those cameras strapped around.
Oh my god.
For breakfast, we'll have 2.5 cigarettes and a bagel.
That's actually hilarious. You seem so gay right now. I'm joking.
How dare you say that?
How fastly he retreated on there. He's like, he sounds like I'm joking.
No, I'm not.
I'm joking. There's nothing wrong with being gay.
I think that's part of. Yeah.
Label, should know. I grew this mustache so more men would hit on me. It's true.
Well, I hear that.
Of course.
First of all,
By
huge
the way-
compliment. Men for sure hit on you when you go out.
No,
Yes.
I think more. Okay, I don't know.
It's very uncomfortable, but
Yes. No, hold on. There's been multiple.
It's not that. Just take it's a compliment.
No,
If they make you, if they're weird about it, if they're creepy, but that's.
You want me to tell you a story? You want me to tell you a story that happened
I'm sure.
2 weeks ago? Okay. I was in the city. Very quick story. I was in the city at Sophie's, which is a bar. You'd like it actually. It's like not run down. It's like an antique type of bar. They used to only take cash and they take Apple Pay also, but they have like craft beers and like it's all wood and they have like a pool table. It's a small place. Like it's very, very
What part of the city?
It's in the village.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So like it's a small bar and like they have the classic locals that come there late at night, like 2-3 in the morning. I was there one night, like 2:30 in the morning, and there are people playing like pool and like just random people. There was this one guy that came up to me, and he's like sitting next to me. I was like, okay, cool, fine. I'm drinking a Moscow Mule, and he starts like inquiring to me. I'm not joking. It was like he was probably like a 32-year-old gay African American male. Okay, and he comes over to me. He's like, "You're so interesting," and I was like, "I'll engage." I said, "How so?" I'm too nice in these situations to like just ignore. Label literally would just like gone out of the bar. Like you would ignore. You would not engage.
Yeah, correct.
You get way too uncomfortable.
Right,
Like,
correct.
okay, I'll engage. I'll be like, okay, and he's like, I like your side profile. Like I'm doing this calendar for this place that like I don't know, like tell me about yourself. Like his brain was going in 40,000 different places. He clearly was on something. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever experienced in my life. He offered to invite me. He's like, once he found out I was straight, he's like, oh my God, I have so many straight like women at these sex orgy parties. Like I'm not joking. Like this person, he wanted me for his calendar that he's doing because he's doing like marketing for like some, I don't know. And he's like, I want you to model for it. And this is not like in a conceited way. He's like, I want you to model for it. But like, and I was like, I don't think so, bro. Sorry. And he started taking pictures of me at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. And like that it was at that point that I just went like this. But he started taking a side profile. He's like, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. Like, are you sure? Like, well, like you've never modeled before. Clearly, I'm like, clearly not. I was like, but that's not what's making me uncomfortable.
Up until he took pictures of you, I was gonna be like, this doesn't sound that traumatic. It sounds like he was just trying to get you.
No, it's uncomfortable
It's
when a guy hits on you.
But he was like,
See, we had this conversation outside.
it was uncomfortable.
We had this conversation.
Be like, dude, I happen to be straight. I'm not interested, but like, what's your name? Nice to meet you.
No,
you know?
so okay, that's fine. But the problem is that he kept on going and going and going.
Yes, right.
And then he started he started saying things that he would like do on the set, like not sexually, but like, well, you can flick back your hair, like if you're not like comfortable with your body. I'm like, bro,
I was like,
So
wait, another Moscow Mule.
Hold on,
another one.
One second.
That's the same thing as a guy hitting on a girl and not stopping.
That's why I brought this up.
Wildly
That's why I
uncomfortable.
brought this up is because I think it's actually important. I really do. I think it's important. It was important for me to get hit on uncomfortably by men. Most of the time, I go out to very like LGBTQ plus spaces, like to dance. I get hit by men all the time. Usually, it's super chill. If anything, I take it as a huge confidence boost. I tell them I'm straight, by the way, but like, let's just hang. I make friends that way. Great. Once in a while, you get someone who literally doesn't know how to read signs, and then I'm like, this is what women complain about. Oh, and that's a good lesson to learn. Don't be that guy. And when you see that happening, like try to make that stop, because some dudes do not know how to read anything other than a punch to the face, as like they literally can't take no. They make you feel uncomfortable, and it was a good lesson to learn. I have been made to feel uncomfortable. Rarely.
I'll be honest. I get uncomfortable when a gay guy hits on me. Period. In any capacity.
Well, that's just because you're obviously gay internally. You know.
Totally the reason.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, that's obvious.
No, but a guy came over to me. We were in Haswell's, and it was actually Pride Month.
That was more in bars for me than clubs. The clubs, it doesn't happen. Bars, specifically when I'm like clean shaven.
How did my conversation just end? How did my point just like end? Like
because we've already decided.
He just pulled on me. He literally pulled on me.
Just like I was like, we're not interested in your story. Let me tell you the profile of exactly when gay guys hit on me.
So I was actually this happened at Haswell's, which by the way, Pride Month in the city is like ridiculous. Every single store has a pride flag. Yes. It's like, stop shoving this in my goddamn face, please.
I hate all of your takes right now.
Okay, you don't have to like my takes. It's just annoying. It's honestly just.
A month.
Why not a month?
Long time, by the way. I hate when people say that.
Why not a month for me?
The 30 days.
Give them a day.
What the fuck do you need a month for?
Give them a day. Give them a day. No problem. Why a month?
Why not?
Cause why? Yeah. Like, stop pushing your. I don't know. I don't need your.
A full month.
Just you're normal. You're fine. What's the problem?
Is a long time.
Why do you need anything? You're fine. You're good. We don't need to make this a thing. You're good. You're gay. It's nothing wrong with it. Go be yourself.
It's fun for some people. It's not fun for everyone.
So don't go to Haswell's during that.
No, it's not. Don't go. It just doesn't. It's like, not necessary. It's overcompensating. But whatever. It's not the point. We can have a different conversation about this.
Conversation for later.
Okay, whatever. Either way,
I'm not going to change any minds on this spot.
I'm in Haswell, and a guy comes over to me and starts talking to me. And I realize right away this guy's hitting on me. And he keeps on, I'm ignoring him, like Shmuley says, and he keeps on talking to me. Then he's like, puts out his hand to shake my hand. And I'm like, I don't want to shake your hand. So I shake his hand because I'm trying to be polite, respectful. He's then holding my hand tightly. I'm like, dude.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like he's increasing the grip, like intense handshake.
Label, don't you wish women hit on you like that?
They do.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, they do. Whoa! There we go.
Yeah. So
women grab your hand and don't let go.
I'm joking. I grab their hand and don't let go. No, I'm joking.
No. Retreat.
I am not retreating. No, I'm joking. I will take cover from you, Shmuley.
You're like Trump light. Like grab him by the hand.
I'm joking.
I just grab him by the hand and I kiss him.
I'm joking. No, but seriously speaking, it just gets very uncomfortable.
I 100%.
By the way, I'm not. Of course, I understand that.
I feel like
of course.
Why do I don't
no
know.
one, women or man, should flirt with anyone in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable.
I'll validate Zach on one regard that when a girl does it, it's also wildly uncomfortable. Like when there's a girl that you're not into, that like they get the courage. You ever have this happen? Yes. Like the girl has the courage to come up to you finally and says, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" And you feel so bad and like.
So bad.
If you're not into them.
Oh.
And you feel so bad rejecting them, so you kind of just say, "Hey, my name is
You're
Sam,"
polite and you just get into a conversation.
You're polite and you get in a conversation, but you're just like you're kind of like in person, like texting one-liners, like, "Cool, yeah,
right.
Yeah. Where are you from? Ohio. What do you do? Nursing homes.
Oh, right. Haha, no way.
No way. Do you love coming to the city? Sure."
So for me, I'll have a normal conversation.
Let him finish.
And one second, and a girl, they won't get the hit, and then they'll get offended at the end when like
that you spend time
or that you were polite. It's like you should just they'll get upset. Yeah, they'll be like, you should have just told me right away that I'm not into me.
As if that would have went better.
You would have slapped the drink out of my hand and kicked me in the shin.
No, like wouldn't have. I don't know. But I'm surprised because I think that I've been in that exact situation, and at the end I'm just
polite about it.
I feel like if you're polite the whole way through, like no one minds having
also,
a nice conversation with someone.
It is a little uncomfortable though when they're doing it like for a while, and then like
you make some excuse, you gotta like.
Yeah, you make some excuse to like go away, whatever.
Right.
And then like 3 minutes later, maybe they see you with a different girl.
100%.
Like that's
No,
extremely uncomfortable.
It's part of adult life.
Because
in the
it's
city.
extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. By the way,
Especially
this
you tell
is
them
for
you have a
girls.
girlfriend.
I'll say a line.
Clearly, this is a joke that went over my head. Is there something that's like?
No, he said he tells her as a way to get away from
As
her.
a way to get
I
away
have
from
a
her.
girlfriend.
And then you go to
girlfriend,
someone
then
else.
you go to-
Yeah, I got you.
Wait. I just want to say, if you're telling a story, flirting, not flirting, whatever it is, and that story gets a response of, haha, no way, more than one, you get 2 haha, no ways. Stop saying the story. That is universal for shut up, dude. This is funny. Ha, no way.
It's funny. I won't do one-liners in that first conversation. I'll be very nice and have a very nice conversation. I'll
I
ask
just don't
them.
want to lead on, yeah.
So to me,
I'm
like
hoping they get the
to me, I hear, but my job is to treat you like a mensch. That's my job.
So, I mean,
hold on.
yeah.
Let me this is my job to treat you like a mensch and treat you like a person. I'm not gonna make you initially feel bad. What happens a lot of times is that I'll still, while treating you like a mensch, like not give any lead on signs. But sometimes what happens is, and this has happened to me, they'll ask you out. That is where it gets very uncomfortable. They'll be like, and this doesn't happen right away. I'm not saying after one conversation this happens, but it's happened to me before where like you're clearly friends. Like you'll have a few conversations and you'll never ask them out. And they should get the hint that like, hey, by the way, he's not asking you out. And then they're like, do you want to go for coffee tomorrow? And I'm like, again, this hasn't happened a bunch, but it's happened a couple times. And I'm like, and then I have to say no. And I'm like,
I don't know if I agree with the taking the hint thing, because a lot of guys are kind of like shy with that stuff. And like, maybe she's thinking like, oh, he'll like say yes. He's just been like waffling.
I guess you have to know who you're dealing with.
I'm not mean with the one-liners. I'm just like, hey,
You're having a polite conversation.
Yeah, it's like play conversation. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do? I do nursing home building.
Okay, so maybe
Wait,
this might
I'm
be
so
the same
curious.
thing.
Yeah, like-
either of you guys ever actually used an actual, honest to God, cheesy pickup line? Like, have you ever broken the ice with a stranger at like a bar or at a party with an
Is this
actual
cheesy?
pickup?
This is what I used to do all the
Tell me.
time, which is
Yeah, I know.
Give us
it's
the
fine.
tricks.
there was no trick to the trade. It was very simple. I get extremely nervous around this stuff, okay? And I would need to get a couple drinks in my system, especially
sure.
when I was younger, 23, 24.
Yeah.
And eventually, I just walk up to the girl and be like,
Like Taylor Swift?
I'm like, are you here with anyone? No, I'm like,
Ooh.
That's a good line.
like
No, that's
I'm like,
good.
and then I go like, you're way too beautiful. Like, that's impossible.
That's. Can you whip
But
that
you used
line
to
out
say
now
something
without any
else.
drinks?
You used to say something else.
What did I used
I
to
never
say?
heard you say that to me, by the way.
That's the line.
You never told me that was
That's the line.
you used
That's
to use.
not a line. But by the way, that
No,
because
you heard
that's
a label
actually
just
what I'm
said.
thinking. Also in my brain, that's what I'm thinking. Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. So that's what I just say
Label
eventually.
is upset you never said that to him.
No.
Whoa, wait.
Label,
What did I?
I'm just
used to
saying that I
say?
never heard you, like, obviously would tell me, like, these things. You told me, like, your line that you told me you said is that you would ask a girl what's inside her drink. Like, that was your easy go-to. Like, oh,
Yeah, I do that too.
that drink looks awesome. What do you
Yeah.
It's just a conversation start.
That's a conversation start. That's when I
that's
got a
what
little more.
I'm
No,
talking
that's when I got a little more confidence, and I was like, and if I
No, but your first line takes more confidence to say than
no, but it
than
takes more. It
It
doesn't.
takes more confidence at the second one because a really confident dude doesn't need a interesting line. They can literally just start a conversation because they have the confidence that they can
Right.
build the conversation
So it's
out of it.
so funny. I guess I have a lot of confidence because I'll be dead honest. I never use a pickup line ever.
Maybe you
Yeah,
do.
like
But I feel like a lot of times,
At some point, the line where it's like, "Are you here with anyone?" No, that's impossible. You're way too beautiful. Like that's what's actually.
I got it.
That's what's been going on in my brain for 17 minutes while I've been effing you. Like that's what's been happening. Like you don't know this, but I am the song. The what's the Police song that's like, "I'll be watching you." Like literally, like for 17 minutes, I'm that guy at the club that's like. There's that one girl, and she's so
By
gorgeous
the way,
and so beautiful.
can we talk about how that is really, and obviously as you guys, when you get the experiences when we were younger, it's such a good experience when you're at a party, a Shabbos table, any social event, and you see the girl that you know, like, that's the one I want to talk to.
100%.
And you wait, you pick up courage, and then you do it, and it goes
The
well.
best!
It's the best.
Oh!
It's cocaine. It is
It's
the best
cocaine.
feeling.
It's the best feeling in the
Wow,
entire
when there's someone that you
world.
know you want to talk to and you do a good job
and
with it.
When you
Yes.
pick someone out,
When you
and
pick
like,
someone out at the
you
beginning,
know,
and you're like,
Yeah.
because there's an art to this, by the way. I think we talked about this in the beginning episodes. We were talking about singles events. There's an art. You don't want to go over especially if you're at a party or you're at like a club or something. You don't want to go over to the person right away because if you get rejected, boom, your night's You're done for. Now you're never going up to another person. Now you're feeling bad about yourself. And if you go up too early and you become friends with them right in that moment, now you can't hang out. Let's say you're out with your boys.
Ugh.
Now you're hanging out with the girl for 4 hours. So
Horrible.
you can't. It's imperative in clubbing or going on the bar with your boys. It is imperative. Listen, it is imperative.
Listen up, boys.
Listen up, boys.
Listen up, boys.
This is imperative.
This is a cold red. It is. You need to get them in your sights.
In the first hour and a half that you are there with the boys.
Yeah.
If that girl gets taken by something else, that wasn't meant to be.
Bitajon, baby.
Bitajon right in that moment. You have to, because otherwise,
I disagree.
No,
Why?
because your night then becomes all about that girl.
So what's the problem if you're that into the girl? What's the issue?
It's also very hard to be on a date with a girl and allow it.
Because it's hard to party. It's hard to party when you have all that sexual tension, all that's happening. Like if you're at a club and you meet a girl at like at 11:30. Let's say you got there at 11, or let's say you got there at like.
I don't go over to women. I have no interest in going to women at clubs.
No, okay. So I'm saying
loser.
Okay,
no,
fine.
I don't go to clubs.
Let's say a music bar, and you're listening to music, right?
Okay.
If you go in the first 10 minutes, and I guess the story doesn't apply to you, Label, because you're saying you're not going to a party. I said it's imperative at a party. At a party.
Oh, okay.
At a party or at a situation where you want to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. I hear
it's
that.
imperative
then you're taking away from your agenda.
Correct.
Okay. But to me, when I'm at a music bar, if there's a pretty girl that I want to talk to that I think has potential, that I'm like very attracted to, I'm like, I don't care about any part. My guys I can chill with whatever. Right now I have to execute.
So to me, like when I'm going out, like
I hear. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. I think me and Shmuel are of the mind that like, first of all, it's very enjoyable to hang out with the bros like when you're out and about, and it ruins the whole dynamic if you just like splinter off at the very beginning.
Right.
If you can hold it in and wait till the middle, maybe more towards the
again,
end,
I'm not saying I'm making
then you get the best of both worlds.
The peak is
I
hang out with your bros for an hour and a half, and then
I agree.
Grab
There's
a
another
drink
thing.
when you already have 3 or 4 in your system.
100%.
Then
also, and I think you'd agree with this. There's another aspect here, which is, let's say you go near the beginning. So now you got 2 hours to burn with this girl. Now, unless you're gonna leave, unless you have that type of comments where you're gonna be like, yeah, let's get out of here early, and not even go to my place, just like let's go to a different place. Now you're gonna try to make conversation in a loud ass bar with someone you just met that you're desperately trying to win over. That's not a good first date.
It's very
You're not
difficult.
in a quiet coffee shop. You can't hear shit. There's a band playing. You're gonna be like, yeah, it was called Wits. I went to like, what are you doing? Like, you're just yelling at them in their ear. It's horrible.
Yeah, I've never done that before. Yelled at a woman in her ear. I am the king. I am the absolute king of like
yelling at
voice volume. Maybe that's why I have to go to a voice
I
doctor.
told you at
but
the
like,
beginning.
just like absolutely engulfing a girl with like just totally
label. No, you also do the cement.
Shmuley has taught me. Shmuley has like in the beginning. Shmuley has taught me how to give women space. Like I used to be so, and to give people space. I should say. I used to have no spatial boundaries. You know what I'm saying, Shmuley?
True.
But I've gotten much better right now.
Much better.
We
learn from each other. We learn from each other.
But okay, here's my thing, right?
But yeah,
I agree with you. We're on the same page.
When we were younger.
Listen, when you make a straight beeline, I agree with you that it's also it's too intense. Effectively, you got to be able to like be a little chill about
I think
it.
it also it might be
It
the
doesn't
wrong
come
way.
across palatable to the girl even.
Yeah.
It's too quick.
Like we just got here and you're
already
like relax.
Yeah.
She came here with her friends. Like give her some space.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you, but you do have to keep an eye on who's around because if you do see another guy, then you
if you see another guy that has potential to execute before you,
or tries to, or you see trying. Yeah. Anyways,
you spike his drink.
Roofie him.
You roofie him. What happened to that guy? I have no clue. I was just talking to him. That's so interesting. You probably need a guy to talk to about this.
Stay toxic, Kings.
Stay toxic, Kings.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, those are great. I don't know, like on TikTok, the Stay Toxic ones.
Stay toxic.
What do you think about the she or he's a 10 but? Isn't that like?
I think they're funny.
Overplayed.
I think they.
How long was
they're
that?
funny.
How long was that going on for?
It was going on for a while.
I like the ones that are about dogs.
They were very funny.
We're not talking about dogs. We just talked about it for 32 minutes on the last episode. I'm officially done with the dog
I
talk.
forgot about that.
I am done with animals.
By the way, totally done with animals.
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah. We're not talking about. Yeah, we're not talking about this. Yeah, go on.
There were some funny ones, but I can't remember them.
Funny what?
Like he's a 10 or she's a 10. Yeah.
No, I hear that.
Like he's a 10, but he showers once a week. Like that was rough.
But who showers once a week?
There was a time.
There was
a time in Wits. When I was in 9th grade in Wits.
Yeah, 9th grade.
I did not shower.
In Wits, you would actually get dirtier every time you showered.
Yeah, by the way. Like
I don't know. Oh, was that? Did I ever discuss on this pod the question about how often is normal for a guy to wash their linen? Did we ever discuss that on the pod?
Every 2 weeks.
Hold on 1 second. So I hold what's normal. Being generous is once every 3 months. You're in
what what world are you living? Africa?
I am an extremely hygienic person. Not only that, I was in West Park for Shabbos.
I'm sorry, that was such a Trump thing to say. First, you said something very unhygienic, and then you said, "I'm actually the most hygienic person. I'm a very hygienic." Like, no, you're not because of what you just said.
Once every 3 months.
No, listen to me for a second. I'll tell you what.
Termites on your bed.
You wash your linen once every 2 weeks.
I try every
I
once
do
every
not
2
believe
weeks.
you for a second.
Promise
for
you.
1
No, I
second.
believe you. You know that
I know you.
You know that I used to do my laundry in order to feel productive.
You do not.
Like that was like my thing. Like I was like,
not.
work's not going well, but I'm gonna do laundry this week.
Hold on. You wash your clothes. You do not wash your
course.
linen. No, I've never seen you one time bring your linen down here and wash it.
What are you talking?
That blanket?
First of all, I have a duvet purposely that I take out. I don't have a blanket. I have a duvet.
Guys, are we talking blanket?
I have a duvet.
Okay, hold on. I've spoken to other people about this. Yeshiva guys. I think it's where you grew up. By the way.
Every 2 or 3 weeks. That is the norm.
But I'll tell you the problem.
I also think it's overrated. But
again, I don't think it's a big. I don't think
it's overrated. The linens being like dirty.
Right, I agree. I take a shower.
Sleep in your bed. You clean the linen. Like, bro, if you took a shower, like, you sleep in my bed. Like, I don't care. Like, people get all like bent out of shape, especially in like homes. Like, you go to like I grew up in a pretty I would say a comfortable home. Like, we have to change the linens because like someone was there last night. Like, I don't care.
No, so I disagree
like,
with you on
I don't
care.
care.
I won't jump into someone's bed if someone slept there. Unless it's a close friend of mine.
As long as I know it wasn't a couple and they weren't doing things move forward. Like, what's the big deal?
I'll be honest, Zach.
What is the big deal?
I would change my linen if you slept in my bed. Shmuley, I would not.
What is the big deal?
It's the mustache.
But
There's
why?
something right now that I'm looking at that just feels dirty.
But as long as you shower, what is the big deal?
mustache.
My question is like, what do you like? People give handshakes. People give hugs. People are touching doorknobs.
Certain people do not give me a feeling of hygienically clean.
I hear
being hygienic.
I happen to be. I sweat so much. I'm a sweat.
I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong, but when I see,
I wear a lot of black. People don't know that.
Yeah, and the dandruff. They can't tell.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't.
No, you can.
I'm an idiot. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, I just wanted you mentioned something that was really funny to me about the productivity hack. Like, you do laundry to feel productive.
100%.
When I want to feel productive, I'll put on my to-do list, which will be like, apply to student loans, like start your new job, and then I'll put under that, you're out of hummus, buy hummus. And then I'll go buy hummus, and I'll be like, fuck yeah, I'm getting stuff done today. Yeah! We're getting shit done.
By the way, it's unbelievable. You're like...
You just add on shit. Non-important things.
Non-important things that are just like, I'm going to go get sunlight for 3 minutes because TikTok told me that I'm going to become a really, really important person now.
Oh my god,
Mental health is important. 5 minutes a day, okay? 5 minutes of sunlight, back to TikTok in my bed.
When I first started taking Adderall, I would take it, and instead of like going to actually go do work, I would just rearrange my entire room completely. All my socks now are
I took out my desk from my room.
I did see that. Why did you do that?
It's a little feng shui.
Little feng shui, baby.
You didn't use the desk?
I stopped using it. I didn't really use it. It was taking up too much space. I wanted to feel like I moved into a new place.
Okay, so I actually
feel like a change in energy.
So funny.
You know what feng shui is?
What?
Is it feng shui? Feng shui. You know what feng shui is? Feng shui. Feng shui is the arrangement of furniture or fixtures in your house, and it changes like how the energy of the room.
Changes the aura.
Oh, interesting. Say if you move like a dresser to the other side
correct,
of the room,
you feel different.
Right.
And you'll notice that you do. If I
sense.
took your bed and I put it to the other side of the room, you'd be like, oh.
Hey, label. You know what really helps the feng shui? You know what really helps the feng shui?
What?
Washing your goddamn linen more than once every 3 months.
Let me be clear. First of all, I just want to be clear. I just went to Bloomingdale's.
My linen is immaculate. The best.
Guess how much my linen? Because I'll tell you why. I bought linen from Amazon. I'm like, this stuff is crap. They say eat 100 threads. It feels like shit.
You can go into Target.
Guess how
and get,
much?
Like, good ones.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna guess your third count.
You'd have 5 stars, 83,000 5-star reviews. It was crap. Guess how much from Bloomingdale's? My linen cost?
$199.
Nope.
$299.
Yep. Plus whatever. But you know how good my linen is right now? It is thick and luscious.
God, I want to date you so bad.
No. It is. By the way,
Wait,
it is
linen?
gorgeous.
Does linen include the blanket also and pillows, or just the?
No,
or
just the
linen?
duvet. Just the duvet.
After this
duvet.
pod, I'm
Yo,
gonna,
you have
I'm
a
gonna
duvet.
take a nap.
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna take a nap.
You don't want to
in your bed.
You don't want to sleep in the actual blanket.
Look, you wash your linen once every 3
No,
months. I don't know if
my
you're doing
linen,
a
bro.
full blanket situation.
No, my.
Oh, I only wash my blanket 3 times a year tops.
Your actual. You don't need to wash your blanket.
Yes, you do. Once in a
you-
while,
it's
twice
in a
a year.
duvet?
you
Yeah,
wash-
do you put it in a duvet?
No.
Oh, so Zach is now.
You're worse
now
than
you're
me.
the one you're sleeping on just a regular blanket. Why is it any
No, it's
different?
in it. What's a duvet again? It's like the thing
Thing
that
that goes-
covers.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's
you
in a
wash
duvet. Yeah.
Okay.
But I wash the duvet pretty not often.
Yes.
But why is it any different
Yes!
than linen?
Yes!
My question is, the linen's under
What do
you.
you think
the
I'm
duvet's
talking
on
It
about?
top of
feels
you.
different.
And I would argue.
What do you define as washing linen then? The sheet?
Yeah, he's talking about the
sheets
sheet and the
that you're
pillows.
sleeping on.
Oh, the sheet. That I wash a little bit more often because it's not annoying to put a sheet on. Putting the duvet back on
It's
Yeah.
annoying.
is such a pain, and you want to go to sleep.
But I'll let you know, I've become a king at it. I was like a Rubik's Cube with that.
No.
Bro, I'm a laundry
How
master.
to pleasure a woman 101. You get the blanket in the duvet.
No, and yeah, I'm telling you,
Props.
the amount of productivity hacks. Productivity hacks for depressed people. Learn how to put your blanket in the duvet in under 2 minutes.
So that you can get back into bed for the next 6 hours.
Amazing. Oh my god.
When I'm watching TikToks in my bed for 4 hours, I do it on the most freshest link.
I feel like very proud of myself that I never got TikTok. I feel like
Wow, way to flex.
Wow, way to flex on
No,
us, Trump.
why?
You're missing out. You're missing out.
No, first of all,
It's so good.
I will
Called
punch
Trump.
you in the face if you call me Trump.
What was that, Donald?
By the way, can we just say what's hilarious? Do you remember about that Buddha event when I was speaking?
Yes.
And I'm like,
And
trust
then
me.
he's like-
I ad-libbed like, yikes, that sounded like Trump. The place burst out laughing in middle of the speech.
In the middle
I'm
of the
like,
speech. He gives him
Oh, in
50.
your speech?
First of all, can we talk about the movement for 2 seconds now that you brought it up? Label, in that moment, you had a 26-year-old guy darshaning on like 50-year-olds on their parenting and like darshaning on like, and in that moment, it's Strickle. There could be 50-year-olds out there that are like, 25, 26-year-old guy, like, and then he goes, that was a little Trump-esque. Like, and they're like probably thinking in their brains, hey, fucking right it is.
oh my god, good times.
By the way, I've noticed
I'll
that
tell
the
you
new-
honestly, I look back at that, and I'm like, okay, let's be honest. It was awesome, but I was like,
Unbelievable.
I listen to that now, and I'm like, I don't know, but I don't know. People
Look,
It's cool as fuck that you did.
It is cool as
Yeah,
fuck, and I
and
like
you
the
did- and you-
speech,
yeah.
and I like the speech, and I think it was Emma's, but like now, I don't know. Now I'm just like a little bit like you're saying, like wasn't my place to give that speech, even though I believed it. That's all.
Maybe it is
Hey,
your place.
but honestly,
I could be wrong.
By the way, it wouldn't be your place. Fucker, I think it wouldn't be your place. Seriously saying, it wouldn't be your place if you got up on the podium and like you asked the rabbi, "Can I talk after Shul to the audience first, to the congregation for a second?" Like, yeah, that wouldn't be your place. You raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for like these people, like, so then it is your place.
It is
Like,
your place.
you know, if you have a dinner for a yeshiva, like it is your place to get up there and
Right,
talk
right.
about yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you're allowed to.
Yeah. Also, I think
100%.
it's my place because I dealt with a lot of these.
Also, if you didn't,
When you're dealing with rehab and you're discussing
Right.
all these things, so you kind of have the right to get into why a lot of these people are landing up in rehabs.
at
Like,
the end of
what's
the day, if you put your money where your mouth is in life,
Yeah.
then you're able to you can
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about what you want. And
Here. If you put your money
where your mouth is and put
Yeah.
your life on the line for it, then get
Go
up
do
there.
your thing.
Also,
Yeah.
I've noticed
So,
in
yeah.
the Frum community, it's kind of in vogue these days to just dunk on like Jewish parenting because like if Rechnitz also had that really viral
Yeah.
speech, we were just dunking on these guys. Just
Yeah.
like
He was dunking on
Yeah,
the
he
yeshivas.
He's dunking on
He's
yeshivas,
dunking.
dunking on the parent. It's in vogue now. Like we're at this new stage in Frumkai where
Say
a
in
guy
vogue
with
one more time. I can't look at
First
that
of all,
we're
mustache
in
anymore.
vogue.
Yeah, by the way,
Why
with the
involved?
mustache,
Hold on.
all the
Why
goodness.
involved again? Like, why the yeshiva community versus the world going in that direction?
What? Oh, I don't know. Maybe
I
it
think
is.
I feel like
It's
the
in
whole world is
it. You
dunking
know
on
what? It probably
parenting
is. Yeah,
because they
dunking on
realized that
institutions.
like no, it's like they realized that like beating the crap out of your kids and like just criticizing them like is not producing
We
good
haven't
results.
beat the crap out of kids in
No,
a minute. It's been like 30 years since that was.
I
mean-
haven't slapped the shit out of someone with a ruler in a good 35 years.
First of all, we all know people who should have.
no. First of all, I don't know if that's fully true, but
I was joking.
I'm not just.
I'm not
I know, but I'm
abuse.
also not referring necessarily to actual physical abuse. I'm also referring to like emotional, verbal, like just depleting someone's self-esteem. Like that concept was being used
Like they have
for
like
a
in
long
video
time.
games, they have like a health bar over their head. Like your son's self-esteem. Like every time you go, no, you're gonna go to the top yeshivas and you can't dance. It's like,
That's amazing. Yeah, I know. It's all good. We have another 5 to 10. I appreciate it. Yeah, Zach. So where are we holding?
we're holding by you are a combination of Rechnitz and Trump.
I know. By the way, I can't say this. I
You
told.
could say it.
I told.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Do something stupid. Do something
Cancel
stupid.
yourself. Cancel yourself.
Cancel yourself.
Bottom line is, I think we're due for another. We're due. I told Shmuley I think we're due for more fuckery. Shmuley's like, we are not due for more fuckery.
By the way, he comes up to me like once a month. He comes up with it's not a crazy idea, but like once a month he'll like come up with like a certain idea. It can be either traveling or it can be like, I think we got to do something. I just look at him and be like, all right. Like, I'll look at him and be like, I have things.
No, Shmuley's
I have stuff.
Shmuley's like to me. No, literally, Shmuley's like to me. He's like, I can't do another year of fuckery. I'm like, why not? He's like, I could do like things that make sense. We're not bringing back Mendy Walt. We're not doing that. We're not doing starting wars with Lisa Elephant. We're not doing any of that. Like, I can live with so much fuckery in my life.
Oh my god, when you did the war with Lisa Elephant was hilarious.
Like I can deal with the
I feel very bad about that.
certain
by the way.
fuckery.
yeah, you should, but it was still
I
hilarious.
should. By the way,
I
I
think
was
the
in
I'll say
such.
this.
Can I just be clear? I was in such animal mode in that period of time.
You went
Oh,
goblin.
The one
You went full
space we
goblin.
never.
Yeah.
The one space. I mean, we didn't get into it yet. We should just start. We throw real singles events. Real singles events.
What do you mean?
Real ones. Like we have speed dating events.
We should
Oh,
do that?
That's,
We
that's
run.
boring.
Oh, but everyone does that, and I'm like,
boring.
But no
How are
one,
we gonna-
but they all fail.
how are we
That's
gonna deliver better results?
That's what we have to figure out.
Okay.
That is the label and Warren. That is
No,
the
bro,
way.
listen, I've already made one shit up.
We deliver, baby.
It happens to be. I do feel bad about that.
No, honestly,
and
we
my-
hate singles events. We'll never do it. That
Right,
was
They're
terrible.
pretty dumb.
They're dumb. I
No,
agree.
me and
I
Label
know that
hate
I
them. It
went
was a
on
terrible
whole,
idea.
I went on a whole rant of like.
I went to recently a not from one, and it was better. It was better. It was because it was
Because
well.
it's probably people you've never seen before.
Right, it was just like new. I mean, it was
Right.
very like Long Island wealthy, like Lenox Hill Jews, but like
How did you
So, but
how did you end up there?
I'll tell you how I ended up there.
No, my-
Did someone order a fan
my friend who ran it is not that type, but she used to be that type. She has all her like old network.
Got
whatever.
it.
But yeah, it
So
was
she's
okay.
like, Zach, you'd fit in perfectly with this crowd.
Dude.
Here, come ironically.
I was talking to these girls. I was just like, oh, okay, finance. But
Like finance.
wait, have you guys thrown
My
a
car?
rager in this? That was good.
A rager
Have you
where?
guys thrown a rager in this house? Yet?
No, never will.
No,
You guys
we
never
never
Christian
will.
the house?
No. I never will.
Christian.
You've never
You never
Jesus-
Muslimed the house.
Jesus the house. No, why don't you guys throw a rager?
I never will. Why? Because
You never will.
That's
Those
not
are
our
strong
space
words.
now.
I will a
Me and Label
rager.
are in a different place of life now.
Oh, are you?
Time out. A rager or
We're not gonna
having
rager a
25
rager.
people over.
25's not.
No,
enough.
I'm not
I'm
in
not-
rage.
why would I
review
wanna-
anymore.
At 50 at least.
I'll
Not
tell
a
you.
liability.
Not just that. No, forget about liability. When you get to a certain place in life and you've done enough parties, you learn very quickly it's much easier and enjoyable to go to someone else's party,
Yes.
get their house fucked up, than have everyone come into your party
So when's the next
in
time you're
your
doing that?
personal space. Well, we do that at times. Like,
First of all, I don't. in general,
I don't go to that many things
I'm-
anyways,
House
yeah.
parties, like if I need to get myself out and get my energy out, I go clubbing.
right? Okay, whatever.
I think
But there's
if I go
another
clubbing
house.
So often I'm in the mood for like a
Like
nice
that's
house
right.
party.
That's like.
So there's 266 over here that they do one once every 3 months.
Right,
I'm like, I'll
That's
go
an
there.
go to that.
address, 266.
It's the address. Yeah, that's what the address.
It's like a known thing they throw.
I mean, like it's supposed to be cool, like 266, whatever. Like
Yeah.
that's their name. I'm not saying whether it is or it's not, but whatever. But no, I'm joking. Yeah.
I'm
so-
imagining 4 like 5 towns guys in a house with a
No,
cheese
it's
platter.
girls. It's girls.
Oh, it's girls.
Yeah, yeah,
4
yeah.
girls with a cheese platter.
No, they do a great job.
They do a good job.
They do a great job.
No, they do a very good
They
job.
do a very good job. Just, I'm sure the next day, like I just don't want people in my personal space.
No, honestly, I
Past
think
that.
the cleanup's horrible.
Horrendous.
I plan on
horrendous.
throwing
And
a-
this house is a nice house. I'm not interested
Right.
in getting No.
I plan on throwing one in my apartment, which you guys are obviously invited to.
By the way, I love. Sorry for cutting you off.
What?
Wait, how big is your apartment?
Yes, I was about to
Obviously
say.
it's
Shmuel,
small,
you know the
it's
Crown
small.
Heights are like city ones. There's like 4,000
people?
people
Like,
in a
In a
two.
tiny apartment, yeah.
Dude, that is.
Bro,
Listen.
I dormed when I was 16. That was a terrible idea.
It'd still be fun. You've had fun. I
have had
we've
fun.
had
I
fun in it.
honestly-
Yeah, I'd be like,
I've
I
thrown
want to
some
go
nice
say hi to
parties.
my friend, and then I have to go say hi to my friend. You squeak by people for about
Yes.
9
It's
minutes.
insane. It's
Can you
insane.
get me a Sprite? Oh fuck! I spilled it on the other guy's head.
Yes.
Like,
100 bucks.
we're out of tortilla chips. Someone
Oh,
go get more tortilla chips.
You gotta use the bathroom.
By the way,
Getting to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. Zach, I promise your house party will be. We will come, but it will be the most
Annoying.
motherfucking.
Because I know so many people.
Like,
It's gonna. I'm
yeah.
gonna
You're
get 100
you're
people to a tiny
You're
apartment.
gonna invite a bunch of people. At some point, I believe that you'll have enough alcohol, and I believe you'll have enough. I don't know if you'll have weed or whatever. I believe you'll have enough
Yeah.
good stuff there in that regard. I believe your toilet will break on us.
Oh, for sure.
It will break.
I believe you'll run out of chips or pretzels
I will
or
say
those
this.
types of things.
I've been at because the apartment I'm in. I've been to
And I
2
believe-
house parties at this apartment, and they work because he didn't invite too many people.
But that's
Also,
not- yeah.
And I believe you will invite 1 or 2 people that are so somewhat out to lunch in that moment that they're gonna be like laying on the couch while there's like 9 people standing
Someone's
up
gonna
and
do
like
heroin in
correct,
my-
like someone's gonna like throw up right in the middle.
I would not
this
be
is true.
surprised, honestly, if I see some things I really don't want to see.
Yeah,
in my
by the
apartment.
way,
I would not
be
like,
surprised.
I gotta go to the bathroom and like I open the bathroom. I'm like, Jesus, I'm at like totally like I don't know what's
dude,
gonna
this
be.
is real. I'm like my claim to fame for a while in Crown Heights when I first moved into my old apartment at 713 Crown, which you've been in.
Yeah.
My claim to fame was dudes, Chabad guys were like coming up to me for like ages, going like, "I've never seen like grinding at a party before in Crown Heights." I was
That
like,
was a big apartment.
You're welcome. That was a huge apartment.
So that was like different.
Yeah.
Either way, Zach, I honestly have to. We'll come to. I will show up, of course, to
Yes,
your
you
house
guys.
party.
Not
Not
Absolutely.
only
Local
will we show up,
artists.
not only will we
Yes.
show up, we will help out. And by we, I mean label.
I will.
Label, that's 2 bottles on you, thank you.
I'm happy to sponsor some chips and pretzels.
And a working toilet.
On Instagram, on
Instacart.
Instacart, if that makes your life easier, happy
Thank
to.
you. Yeah, sure.
But
I'll
if
put
I
my
do,
roommate on
if I
board
do
with
that,
that,
then I don't have to come necessarily. It becomes
Label,
an
I want you
option.
there.
I'm
I
joking.
want you there taking up a lot of space, yelling at people.
I will be honest. I just put into Waze. I have a 2:40 appointment
You
at
gotta
this
roll?
voice doctor. It's an hour and 6 minutes to get to the city right now, and I don't take the train. So let's
done?
wrap, guys.
Well-
Thank you. We will be back shortly with another pod.
Can we do a quick announcement? Because I
Yes,
think people
go.
at this point are wondering why
Yeah.
Zach keeps showing up.
Also, I meant to say another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Zach. Yeah, go on.
I was just saying, we're still like working out, but like, I'm like a shtickle a little bit.
Zach.
No, Zach, by the way, is not a shtickle co-host. I was actually very upset. I thought it was disrespectful to Zach when we missed. He's like, we have to redo the profile and the mislabeled on our chat, our WhatsApp chat, and it was you just put up the picture of this.
Aw.
That's what he asked me to do.
Aw.
We have to
He's-
redo
yes,
it. Yes.
yeah.
So I already thought about that, and we're gonna obviously get you involved.
I feel so included, guys.
What you need to do is actually today go
Yeah.
get a photo shoot, please, because this is exactly the picture
Yeah,
that
by the
should
way,
be.
this.
This is exactly what it should
all
be.
right,
And
amazing.
like the fireman outfit.
Amazing. Okay, fine, guys. Peace and love.
Peace.
We'll be back.